Hi everyone. It's good that you're not having lunch and staying with us. So our panel will be very interesting, free flow. We talk about empowering creators in Web3, unlocking new avenues for user engagement. I look back because I didn't know what's the topic, so I'm so sorry about that. So first of all, let's go with one round of introduction. Starting from the lovely lady first.
Oh. Thanks for the honor. So my name is Gemmy, and I have been creating crypto educational content on YouTube for the past 4 years, working with different prominent channels. One being Coinsider, who's just sitting right in the front. So a big shout out to you guys for supporting this panel. I created my own channels called Gem Crypto a year and a half ago, and then my content focus around cold wallet review, like Tangem or Trezor or Ledger, and then I do a lot of project overview, offering tutorials step by step, helping beginners onboarding to Web3.
How about yourself, bro?
Hi, I'm Giu Comia, content creator based in the Philippines. I've been doing crypto content since 2020, 4 years ago. And my specialization is on TikTok, is short form content, and for short attention span people. And at the same time, my specialty is onboarding Web 2 to Web 3. So I simplify stuff, dumb down for everyone for them to understand crypto easily. So that's my specialty.
Sure. Alex, yourself?
Yeah. So I'm Alex. I'm the founder of Azarus. We started back in 2018 with that crazy idea that streams and creators needed help engage the audience. And we built a gamification layer for Twitch, which grew up to 20 million uniques. We get people who watch streams to also play and earn. We got acquired by Nemo Brands last year, and we launched a couple of months ago now Stream HQ, which focuses more on crypto KOLs on Twitter Spaces and YouTube. So I've been working basically with KOLs, helping them engage audience since 2018 now. And some of the biggest one on Twitch all the way to the biggest one on Twitter.
Okay, so we have all the OGs here. So I'm Andy, I'm based in Singapore. I'm just a crazy author who invests in a lot of things. Also big in meme coins, very early, started in 2013 with Bitcoin, and life goes on from there. My introduction will be boring, but I love to hear what the fellow panelists have to say about the topic. So let's start off with you, bro.
All right.
Philippines is always the biggest place for community, right?
Yeah.
And you as a KOL, key opinion leader, there's a lot of things that you can talk about. What are some of your success stories? Share with us.
Okay, one of the biggest success stories is in terms of a content creator in the Philippines, because video creation is really big there. Almost everyone does content creation. It's a kind of a meta there, especially for TikTok. It started 2020. The biggest success for me there, of course, is building KPIs, user-based acquisition. Because for me, I would share that Philippines is one of the biggest in terms of user-based acquisition, because a lot of people there are just looking for opportunities. There's this one project from Japan. We helped build in the Philippines. We were able to onboard 100,000 to 150,000 users in a short span of time during the bear market. And that was a huge success for me, because I spearheaded the campaign, and we were able to build that for a project in Japan. And that was cool. So cool.
That is really nice. One more question for you is, we are from Southeast Asia, right? So
yeah.
When you talk about Philippines, Vietnam, and so forth, community is big,
yeah.
Acquisition is big. But then there's always this myth saying that, wow, the users are not going to invest too much. What do you think about this? Is this real, or do you think it's okay?
For me, it's okay, because most of the time, right, when you're thinking about not investing too much, if there's a few people, maybe 100 investing too much, that's good. But if you have 100,000 people invested just a little bit, that's still gonna cover everything. It's all about just onboarding as much users as possible. I think strength in numbers is the key, because for me, if we have a global adoption, it will be just organic for everyone. It will be easy flowing, and it wouldn't be as complicated as just getting random investors in and the big liquidity in. So I think that's the best case scenario.
Thanks, Giu. I think it's a very sound, good reply, smart reply as well, man. You know, Gemmy, what is your success stories? You know, I heard all the big names that you mentioned during the introduction. What is the one big success that you have, like the breakthrough where everybody knows you, and of course you have a video crew there, you know?
Yeah, it's very honored to have worked with different prominent channels, and coincided being a channel created back in 2017, so like big OG, so very honored to host some of the videos with them as well. In terms of like being a YouTuber, then I would say I gained a lot of like experience in terms of like YouTube SEO stuff, like when, especially there are like so many, like as everyone's saying, like everyone is a content creator. You can just like, if you're a camera, then you are a content creator, you're a KOL. So you're competing with like so many creators out there. So for like a smaller channel, then for myself, I feel like doing SEO really help. Because let's say, I'll give some example, like if you are a bigger channel, then you can do like clickbait title like, oh, I can't believe this happened. But this title actually don't get any search engine for like the YouTube algorithm. So what I learned from my past experience is that, okay, for smaller channel that maybe it's good to have some key search word where everyone can search on the like YouTube search engine. My latest video is about like virtual protocol, so maybe it's a good idea to incorporate like the actual project name. And I noticed like some of my videos like saying like top 5 projects to check out, something like that. Some content creator would do like on the timestamp would do like top 1, top 2, top 3, but what I found from my mistake is that maybe it's a better idea to actually, in the timestamp, add the search word, so it will like help the smaller channels.
So what, I mean, you know, you are big in YouTube, right? So what is the highest impression that you get from your videos? You know, and which one is it? Which one is it?
I have to go through my history. I don't remember now. I can check on my phone, but like the biggest one is, I would say, still from Coincide at the moment, because like they have a massive followings, like 300,000 subscribers at the moment. Yeah, if I remember correctly. So yes.
I think that is really successful, because I tried to do YouTube before, and I really can't manage it, because I just want to put up content, and then if you read it, you know, because it's just not easy, you know. So kudos to that. Alex, your success story, man.
I mean, there's a bunch. We've been doing that a while. So I think I'll probably talk about the Streamer Awards, which was one of the biggest shows of Twitch like 2 years ago. We got about 200,000 concurrent viewers playing our games together. And what's really cool is that when you play a game, you basically have a wallet showing up on Twitch over the video feed straight up. So the 2,000 people that we essentially onboarded to Web3, in a way, dropped tokens in their wallet and got them to actually claim prizes afterwards. And we did that for a couple hours during the entire show. So this is one of the things that I really love about this space, because you have the density of eyeballs. Like when you have hundreds of thousands of people watching the same content at the same time, I mean, I don't like to use the word metaverse, but that's really what it is. You have actually that density. It's bigger than any other game. Like everybody's watching. It's entertainment. And if you put a button in front of the people, they click. It's as simple as that. And so that simple insight helped us really like channel users, get them to engage, get them to prove that they're paying attention, earn points and rewards, and this is really cool. And what started really with these big channels also trickles down all the way to the smaller creators. We have creators today in our network that actually achieve 100% engagement rate, which is insane. Like everybody, like, you know, you all know when you look at the numbers on YouTube or Twitter, you see like 1,000 viewers. But the reality is that most of the people are just listening in, they may be on their device, they may be doing something, cooking, whatever. So it's actually not like the amount of people actually paying attention and watching the stream is lower. So when you get 100% of the people who are on the stream actually proving they're here, engaging and earning rewards as a consequence, that's amazing. That just makes me happy.
Wow, okay. These are I heard a lot of big words, coming from all of you, especially so with the context of converting Web 2 users to Web 3, right? So for myself, I was quite big in the esports space. I do a lot of sponsorship, and then of course I was with one of the world's largest exchanges, looking into partnerships, with some of the really top F1 drivers, top football teams. I realized that it's really difficult, for Web 2 users to convert into Web 3, or at least the conversion rate is extremely low, So maybe again, start off with, Giu. How do you see that process of Web 2 to Web 3?
I think it's all about the right product by the end of the day, because we all started during the era that everything was a concept. Like you were selling concepts to like normal people, so it's so hard. Like right now, I think that we already have good transitions, that we already have like actual products that Web 2 users can see. From my perspective, since 2020 up until now, I think it's easier to market now than before, because there's already live products out there, and I think it's still gonna evolve. So it will just organically evolve. We just ride the wave, and eventually it will be easier for Web 2 users to come into Web 3 seamlessly. That's what I think.
I mean, I can add on that, because Giu was just showing me earlier the Sui wallet and how you can just log in with Facebook and start buying coins. I think we kind of like, there's a strong evolution right now. I remember when we started back in the days with Azarus, people were on MetaMask, and there's no way you onboard masses to MetaMask. Let's be honest, it's very hard.
I understand from the ZK side that Sui is really working very hard on that. But then, again, do you have some numbers to share? I'm not sure if Evan or Adani, they are here or not, but do you have some figures to share? How far did that go?
We get hundreds of thousands of people to sign in and to create an account in seconds, because we have smart accounts and the technology is changing so fast. I mean, Gemmy on her YouTube covered cold wallets. Cold wallets are also very hard. Like you need a step-by-step process. It's kind of complicated when you expect end users to understand like the idea of a private key and not your keys, not your wallet. But now the technology has changed so much, it's becoming so seamless. You can actually think about onboarding masses. If you take all the latest games, they have the use of smart accounts change the game entirely. I think it makes it very easy to help users out, and they are not alone anymore. They don't have to manage necessarily all the keys, and you have the MPC wallets also that have made things a lot easier. So I think we're getting like this, and I like that the conference team is on board, because this is clearly a year where you can, I think I can tell my mom how to use blockchain. Maybe. We're getting there. 50-50.
Well, my mom doesn't need to know blockchain, but, but I will come back to that point.
She wants coins. She wants to shield tokens.
No, she just needs money, so it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'll come back to that, because that is sometimes, in some of my groups, we are kind of like deviating away from the decentralized secure keys movement. Let's get into that later on. Gemmy, Web 2 to Web 3, how do you do the conversion? And most of the time, what kind of conversion rate are you getting? Is it 10% conversion, 20% conversion, or 1% conversion? No.
Well, in terms of like success rates, then it's much easier if I know the person. Like, because for me, you always like need to have that guy, like a buddy, to bring you to Web3. And usually, initially, when you heard about the idea of crypto, you'd be like quite skeptical. Like, okay, it's like like scam stuff, and that's how I felt about Bitcoin. And I made some huge mistake, because I first heard about Bitcoin back in 2018, and then like back in the UK, and then like everyone was like telling me about it, and then I was like, oh no, it was just like, because I wasn't too into investment, and then like only when I got to like proper into crypto back in 2021, and I realized, oh my gosh, like, because it was just like $4,000 back then. So I was like, oh my God, I really need to learn about this stuff because I've been missing out so much opportunities. So once I got into rabbit hole, I was like, oh my God, I think this is going to be a really disruptive sector. So when you truly love about something, you will just keep telling everyone around you. So far, like all of my friends are in crypto because of me. And then I would say the success rate is quite high. And I would say go back home during dinner, I would still talk to my brothers about crypto. I got both of them in the crypto. Both of them, like one got like good investment, but of course like lost a little bit of money as well. But that's how we learn. So for myself, I would do like my friends. I would just like keep educating them, and they would like, watch my content, and they found my content quite useful because like it's quite like step-by-step tutorial. I really focus on beginner, how they can, because I was a beginner, especially like back in 2021. It's like so much content, so many sectors, don't know what to focus. So I know how they felt. So I would say my friends, inner circle, and also my content.
All right. I'd like to add into that. Yeah, you're right. Relatability is really important. Like your relatability to your audience to relate to you in terms of what you're getting in. And I like to add, it's always, I think the conversion rate is always the right fit. Like the right project, the right market for the creator, the right personality to the creator. By the end of the day, not all conversions are created equal. Some conversions are really not working well. Some conversions are really high. So it depends, like when you're reviewing a content creator, a project is supposed to really fit the creator and also the market of the creator. I think it's a case-to-case basis.
100% agree with this point, because if you are doing it with a close group of friends, it's a lot easier. You know? But then if today you are working with maybe with Ledger or with other providers, it really depends on the product. You know, there's a lot of teaching needed for this space. And Alex, just now you mentioned really about Web 2 to Web 3. You mentioned about Twitch, you mentioned about other platforms and so forth. Which platform do you think is the best tool for conversion?
Oh boy, that's a big question. It's a big question. I'll answer slightly differently. The platform that we do the best work on today is Twitch. We have a long-standing partnership, and we're able to create experiences that are extremely seamless. And that's for us, like when we give a tool to creators and we give them a way to engage their audience, our number one concern is always to make it as simple as possible. Creators, when they create content, especially live, you can't expect them to get out of their way, because they're following their flow, they know their audience, they're here to educate, to entertain. They have all those things going through their mind. You can't ask them also to press buttons and to do stuff. So platforms like Twitch have allowed us to create really deep and clean integrations so that creators can focus on doing what they do best, which is building great content for their audience, while we add that interactivity layer, that onboarding layer, and we get people to earn, like to watch, play, and earn. So that's the best. The experience on Twitter, on YouTube is very much alike. There's a slight more friction. There's one more friction point. Twitter, like we use a Chrome extension and different tools to augment the feeds. On Twitch, it's totally seamless. People just do what they do. They watch a stream, and all of a sudden the button shows up, and they didn't even have to install anything, and it's a wallet, and now they have a wallet. And that level of seamlessness is what makes great onboarding.
I agree. Well, we also mentioned about this empowerment, right? And then we mentioned about there's a lot of new KOLs that are popping up and so forth. How do you differentiate yourself from them? Because you are a KOL, right? Yeah. How do you differentiate from them? Because Gemmy might be saying that because she has kick-ass SEO keywords, right? But what do you have? What makes you different? Because
swag. Everyone
is a KOL, man, bro.
Yeah, swag.
Yeah, I'm very happy that I do not need to pretend that I'm a KOL today. So I'm so glad.
I think it's all about experience and credibility that you've already built. Because of course, there's always new KOLs popping in. But if you have the confidence, you already have the credibility, and you already built your channel, it's not really a threat for you. And at the same time, like, of course, when projects go to KOLs, they're looking at credibility, conversion rate, engagement rate. And by the end of the day, I'm confident enough that I built that for the past 4 years. And that's it.
Do you call for projects like if they need like a pump,
Actually, it's like two-way street. Like sometimes it's them, sometimes it's me. So yeah, it depends.
Okay. What about you, Gemmy? Is it a tough question?
Sorry, can you ask the question again?
No. So I just want to say that you are a KOL definitely, right? So how do you differentiate yourself from the rest of the competitors? Because there's so many new ones coming out. Some have longer hair than yours. Some have sweeter voice than you. How do you differentiate this?
I would say you have to really focus on the sectors, because there are like so many sectors, and you can't be good at everything, especially in crypto. It could be like DeFi or AI or anything, but find your niche and then know what you're talking about. Then I'll find that like really helpful.
That's very relatable. What about yourself, bro?
I'm not a KOL. I like them all. What? They can all come to Azarus or to stream. Like if you're crypto KOL, stream HQXYZ.
But how do you differentiate yourself from other platforms?
Well, we're kind of the only one doing that, Find another platform that lets you drop tokens over a stream. Show me.
Nah.
That's us. We've been there very early. We built a bunch of tools, and we've been working with all the big creators. So we got super early in this game. Actually, so early, back in the days, we were building on EOS. I'm not sure if you guys are old enough to the space, but you remember EOS?
No, I'm not old enough, but yeah.
Okay. We've been through a bunch of cycles, we've been around for a long time. So now today, if you want to drop tokens on a stream, this is us.
Okay. Send my regards to Brandon.
Yeah, I like to add into that. Always stay hungry, of course. Always, we have to keep on growing, not just stay within our means, and at the same time always show up. Like we're here right now, right? We're always showing up, and then people see that. So that's a huge thing.
Yeah, keep hustling, man. I just keep going. I think that's also my way, But of course, I like Taipei. That's the reason why I flew in. Another question, because all of you are very established. You have your own platform. You have your own channels that are doing very well. Right now, if there are new content creators coming in, most of them complain that they couldn't earn enough money to survive. Yeah. Of course, they have not met Alex, right? So, the earning part might not kick in yet. But what are your humble advice, from your end? How do you encourage new KOLs to come in, and how can they earn some money, without getting sued by the SEC?
Actually, this is what my initiative in the Philippines. Actually, what I think right now is we really lack KOLs that are quality right now, and we need more, because our main target is mass adoption in the Web3 space, and I think worldwide we still lack that. And my thing is I mentor a lot of KOLs in the Philippines in terms of starting out their crypto contents. Like I just tell them just do your thing, 2 contents every day, just show up, because eventually you will gain traction. And then eventually you will sustain what you're doing. Just keep on doing it.
5 years? Eventually is how many?
Not really 5 years. The crypto industry is so fast. You can just keep on showing up every day. In a few months, you're there. Not kidding.
So more revenue from the TikTok channels, or how do you see that?
I mean, it's more like because TikTok has more reach right now in terms of it can reach more people, and YouTube is. For me, as an SEO, you're right. Because when people see things on TikTok, they go to YouTube to search more information. Yeah. That's the thing. And TikTok is an avenue for new creators to come in, because they get seen more and they reach more audiences without even having a huge following. So you just keep on showing up, and then you're gonna make it eventually. So that's what I.
Okay, you inspired me to start my TikTok.
Yeah, you should.
I'll do that.
You should.
I'll do that. What about you, Gemmy? for new content creators, how do you think they can earn some good money? How do they, or maybe how do you empower some of these new KOLs, in the space? They need your tips,
Maybe I can share from my own experience because I like co-wallets and I like doing comparison with that. The one I like the most, or like one of the one of the crypto wallets I like the most is like Tangem, and what they will offer is like referral codes. Yeah, so for like content creator, then referral codes is like or affiliate links that would that has helped me in the past, and I will only push the project that I genuinely use. Otherwise, like I'm just risking my reputation for what? For like a little bit of money in a short amount of time. So I've used Tangem and I've used like other co-wallets like Engrave. I feel like it's safe to push out to my audience. So like the thing about referral codes is that it's long term. So people would, if you incorporate with SEO, then people will search about Tangem, then they know about this step-by-step tutorial. I've shared how to set it up and why I like about the wallet so much. Then they will like eventually, okay, there's some traction for the video and also a little bit of money, like compensation for doing so as well.
Well, this is a really good one because I've been offered very good rates from exchanges, but I've never done it because I just felt that it's just not my cup of tea, But I think your angle for affiliates is really good. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah,
your
I
platform.
can add a little bit on that because when we look at creators, the first thing that people tell you, hey, I have that many million followers. But we found that there's such a range of engagement. We have had creators with 100,000 followers trumping the level of engagement of creators with millions. So it's always kind of fascinating to realize that if you're a new creator, I mean, those numbers are cool, but they're vanity metrics. The reality is like how many people do you actually have a connection to and can you reach and can you not necessarily influence but engage. It's always important, I think, for creators when they start up to build that authentic followership, creating that tone of voice, that unique content, and that relatability that creates a very strong audience that actually care about the content and pays attention. And it's like we've engaged people that with huge numbers, and we're looking at afterwards at the level of engagement, like this is ridiculous, what's going on? These numbers are inflated, are fake, are not authentic. And some lower key, more authentic creators just blowing up. So I think it's always, there's a primer for authenticity, as always.
Yeah, I also agree with the point because not all the big accounts gives you the best kind of ROI, but also the same time is if your account is not big enough, maybe the reach might not go there. So I 100% agree on this, especially when you are trying to create good content, it's always about how you relate to your audiences. Same for my end. I shared that at the backstage, when I post things that are a bit more intelligent, thought leadership kind of things, oh shit, five likes, But then if I post those things that I call it shit posts, a few 100,000 impressions. So sometimes it's a bit sad, right? So, but it's okay. We just manage what we can.
I'd like to add to that. I mean that works. It means that you could maybe tweak that a little bit. Like you can do shit posting mixed with something like informational. So it's a matter of like playing with it until you find your rhythm, find your groove. I think yeah.
No, 100%. I will try to shit post a little bit more, just to get more attention. But I'm not there for that kind of money. But I just like the interaction. So we have about 1 more minute to go. Maybe final words and takeaway for our audiences. I think there's still a lot of people around. They love to hear some really really good tips or insights from you. Right from you, man.
Okay, I'd like to share everyone that the crypto industry is still short for content creators, and I think there's a lot of opportunities for new content creators to enter the space. So, and the time is now. We're still starting the bull run, and it's your chance. So, go for it.
Go big or nothing, man. So, Gemmy.
I would say, of course, everyone here is to, like in crypto, want to make a little bit of money, but sometimes patience is really key, and that's key to success. If you're not making money now, if you have conviction to certain projects, then sometimes like holding would help, or just like, keep doing research, keep learning from others, attending crypto events, having like valuable chats, that would really help.
Alex.
Yeah, I'll finish in saying that most of the creators who we've seen being super successful are the ones that engage their audience best. So whether you do it through the chat or through tools that we build, this is the one thing that every creators need to keep in mind. It's about educating, entertaining, and engaging.
My final words is price action is the best marketing tool. And then if you can create a good price action, get a good following, you are the god, man. But of course, for me, it's always community first. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.